It was a rainy night in the last week of May. That's when the Habs ghosts came out to play. One by one, they walked down my street. It was kind of eerie. It was kind of sweet. A long line of players, all of the greats from Canada and Europe and the United States. Players I'd read about in my younger years were all walking, laughing, and drinking beers. What's going on? How could this be? How could Floyd Curry be out on my street? There goes Aurel Joliet and Howie Morenz. Where's my phone? I gotta call all my friends. There goes Pitre, Plamondon, and Georges Vezina. Which way are they going? Hey, they're going to the arena. How come no one else can see what I see? Is this some kind of parade? Is this just for me? The ghosts of Habs passed right outside my door. What kind of drugs have I taken? I think I need more. Every Habs great there ever was out there on my street. It was kind of eerie. It was kind of sweet. The ghosts of Habs passed. Are they all out there? I think a few are in their underwear. Sticks over their shoulders, stuck through each skate blade, off towards the arena. Are they really going to play? How can I get tickets to see the show? Did they advertise this on the radio? Does anyone else see what I see? Or are they playing this game just for me? I can't believe my eyes tonight. The ghosts of Habs past are quite a sight. Will they really play? Are they up to the task? Wow, there goes Jacques Plante, and he's wearing his mask. Is that Denny Brodeur taking a picture of Guy Lafleur being interviewed by Red Fisher? Elmer Locke and Toe Blake and Rocket Richard, toute la gang sur ma rue en Villemard. I want to go out there and join the party with Boom Boom and Butch and hey, even Doug Harvey. George Hainsworth walks by. Right outside my door, he had 22 shutouts by game 44. Joe Malone was an early star for the Habs, and he just arrived in a big yellow cab. Is that Sprag Cleghorn sticking his head out the door? His brother Odie is with him, so is Dickie Moore. How can this be? I think it's hurting my head. These guys aren't alive. I know they're all dead. How can they all be here, out on my street? It is kind of eerie. It is kind of sweet. Is that Gump Worsley? With his pads on, he's with Billy Hickey and I think Tom Johnson. What kind of cab is it that they took? Is it from far beyond? Don't you give me that look. It's happening, I tell you. I need a Budweiser. I'll ask Gumper to join me and Doug Wickenheiser. All you guys gather round, let's all have a beer. If you died from the booze, well, you're dead. Have no fear. You can drink till your heart's content for tonight. Babe Siebert, Kenny Reardon, and Pit Lapin yelled, all right. Morenz walks on over, smiles, and raises his glass, and I notice that he is still wearing a cast. And if this all isn't crazy enough for you yet, up walks John Cordick and Jack Laviolette. They're having a convo with George and Silvio the Manthas about the incredible run of the Florida Panthers. Hal Lako was there, and so was Bill Dernan. Carol Vadnais was too, but he was obviously still hurting. I'm sorry, boys, but I think they filled me up with lead during my autopsy when I first became dead. Marcel Bonin and Billy Boucher stood up, had a stretch, and said, come on, boys, let's play. It's been so long since I put on the pads, I can't wait to get out there with all of you lads. Todd Ewan was there, so was Bunny LaRock, and everyone yelled, Bunny, show us your cock, so he pulled a chicken right out of his pants, and the cock turned around and started to dance. When a dancing chicken isn't the weirdest thing that night, what else could be a more amazing sight? The ghosts of Habs past, that's what, gathered on my street. It was kind of eerie. It was kind of sweet. So what happens next? Can I come watch you play? They all looked at each other and no, said Billy Ray. Bobby Russo stood up to try and argue my case. Lou Fontanato said no and punched Bobby right in the face. Bert Olmsted said, Rick, we'd all like to say thanks. They all nodded agreement and went to break ranks. I implored them to stay and to hang out with me. They said they could not. There's a game to play, see? I hung my head down and I said, that's all right. And I said, I had such a wonderful night. I don't want it to end or wake up from this dream. At least that's what I think this is. That's what it seems. That's when Zardy Zalapsky said, okay, come watch us play. We'll make you an honorable dead Hab today. Come down to the rink. You can sit in the stands. While I was deciding, they all shook my hand. Of course, I said yes. And I went with the boys. We all walked down the street. We tried not to make noise. Imagine if people could see what I see, the ghost of Habs past walking down the street. It was kind of eerie. It was kind of sweet.